Greetings and welcome to the final week of Disruptors v Defenders. Another hard-fought week of competition as both teams make their final play and go for the top score and the victory in this inaugural season of Disruptors v Defenders. Let's take a look at what happened. Both teams made an optimal play in terms of sequence this week, playing the very best card to play late in the innovation process. The Disruptors led out with the card Scale Fast. The Scale Fast card involves working with key partners, building infrastructure, running financial projections, and determine the funding map that will help them to grow at the speed that they want to, and ultimately putting in the structure that will help them to win. So these are going to have high scores in the operations and infrastructure category and the business model category, and a little bit on product development. So as you can see, Scale Fast is a great way to move a startup ahead once it has established itself in the market with a product that is bringing lots of value. Once they've effectively identified a customer problem, gotten to know those customers, innovated products and services to meet the needs of those customers, and built the infrastructure to support it, the time is right to scale fast, to double down on all of the things that have been working well, and to build the infrastructure and organization to take this new startup to the next level. Likewise, the Defenders coming out with a strong play, Rinse and Repeat. Rinse and Repeat involves creating a thought leadership blog to build more credibility and to leverage the existing credibility in the market. Coming up with new product brochures and other marketing collateral that help to demonstrate the value of products and new enhancements. Doing financial projections to understand how investment will play out in terms of added sales and a solid response to disruption. It also involves hiring sales reps to be able to advance the product in the market in new ways or to expand how customers are currently using their products. And finally, looking at pay-per-click ads. In this case, running simulations and A/B tests to determine what kinds of ads are going to have the most impact. So as you can see, Rinse and Repeat allows Defenders to leverage their experience and their brand recognition in the market alongside of the new enhancements and innovation that they've created to respond to disruption and even start to move the field forward. After they've gone through the entrepreneurial process as corporate entrepreneurs, gotten to know their customers, leveraged their brand, innovated new capabilities and enhanced features, and brought them to market, the idea of rinse and repeat comes into play as they double down on their sales effort, their marketing effort, and engaging with their customers and prospective customers in a way to drive their product forward in the market, even in spite of disruption that's occurring around them. Following an optimal play on the part of both teams in terms of card sequence, participation became a big factor once again. As in week 4, there was a disparity in participation in week 5 among the contenders. Defenders once again coming through with a 100% participation performance. However, Disruptors at 80% lose the point to the Defenders in this category. That brings us to the head-to-head face-off of the two different cards that were selected this week. As I mentioned, both teams making the optimal sequence play. That also means that these two cards are well suited for the face-off, and there is a neutral result as both teams effectively make their final play, trying to build on their success and move their new or enhanced products or services ahead. So no point gain in this category for either team. That brings us to the final category of random chance. The random chance number generator brought a number 2 this week, and once again, that is a neutral result, meaning that random chance does not favor the Defenders, nor does it favor the Disruptors. So once again, no point gain for either team in this category. So this brings us to a final score in week 5 of 6-4 in favor of the Defenders. This was a really close matchup for the final week as both teams leaned in to try to finish strong. Now let's take a look at the final standings. As you can see, the Defenders in week 4 and 5 really pulled ahead in terms of participation. Earlier on, they had a slight advantage based on random chance, but all the way through, both teams performed well in terms of making optimal sequence selections and performing well in the face-off. So we have a final score of 29-21 in favor of the Defenders. Congratulations to the Defenders on a hard-fought win, and we look forward to the next season where we look at a different industry and take another shot at this competition. The results here show that whether you're a startup entrepreneur or a corporate entrepreneur, there can be victory on either side. There are challenges and there are opportunities that are unique to both sides, and performing well in these areas and following a defined path for entrepreneurial practices and employing an entrepreneurial mindset can lead to success, whether you're a disruptor or a defender. Thanks for tuning in to this exciting entrepreneurial simulation as we take a look at the entrepreneurial process as it applies for startup entrepreneurs or corporate entrepreneurs. No matter how you innovate, the entrepreneurial mindset and practices can help you to be more effective as a disruptor or a defender, as a startup entrepreneur or as a corporate entrepreneur. I hope this has been an exciting time for all of you, and tune in next time as we look at future seasons of Disruptors and Defenders. As always, keep going and never give up.